The people that make it worth it would be the ones that are so oblivious to what's actually going on in the world that they can only really care about the small things that are in their life. You know, like the little old lady on oxygen who has not left her house in 10 years, and when she did, she never went outside of her small town. And the biggest thing that she's worried about are the kids trampling through her flowers. And even if she could be aware that there was a war going on, and that you were a Marine, and that your job was to protect her from whatever it was that wanted to hurt her, you know the thing is, she wouldn't be able to comprehend it, because that's just not where her mind is. And she would, if you were standing her flowers, she would still be, yeah, get up my flowers. That's what makes it worth it, because as long as the biggest worries in her life are uh, the fact that you're on her flowers, you're doing your job. You know, the thing is that I want to be a Marine so that I can take care of the big problems for people that they would not be able to take care of on their own. And then that way they have the prerogative to choose happiness, so that the problems that they have to deal with, the big problems they have to deal with, are things that they can handle. Whereas, a little old lady on oxygen can't fight a war, but I can. And so I'd like to fight that war so that you can worry about your flowers. So it's also kind of like what Jesus does for us, which is that we have this huge problem, which is sin. This is something none of us can overcome. And then he comes along and fights that battle for us. He makes that sacrifice for us, because we would never be able to do that. That's completely beyond us. And that way, because the primary problem, the primary issue is solved, that puts the prerogative for us, that gives us the prerogative to be happy again, because we can now choose to be happy rather than not having the choice, because there is sin getting in the way of that. So it's awesome.